The Minister of Higher Education, Science and Innovation is in the Eastern Cape today to meet with University of Fort Hare stakeholders that include the Vice-Chancellor of the University, the Council of the University, the management of this university, as well as the Convocation and the SRC. They are to discuss very pressing issues that are currently facing the University of Fort Hare in light of the investigation by the SIU, among other very concerning things. We do understand that recently, in the beginning of this month, we had a press conference with the University of Fort Hare's Convocation, wherein they expressed their dissatisfaction in terms of the functionality of the council of this university, as well as other things that include their exclusion from the programs or the going on of the university. And now they say that they want to be included more, and to get more of this, we're speaking to the president of the University of Fort Hare's Convocation, Advocate Andile Mini. Puti, thank you very much for your time. You are going into this meeting with the Vice Chancellor, and I do understand that you have a few things that you want to table to the minister. What are those?
We want first and foremost to thank the fact that the minister is here today. You'd remember that we had our press conference on the 9th of this month, and on the 12th the minister then wrote to the university expressing his intention to have this meeting today with the stakeholders of the university. Part of the thing that we are anticipating that we'll be discussing with the minister, one, is a need to restore the prestige of the university amid all these other issues relating to the bad publicity and other things. We want to arrest that first and foremost. Secondly, we'll also be looking at the issues of the functionality of the governance structures. Governance structures, be it student representative, institutional forum, convocation and alumni, as well as the university council. So we'll be raising those issues quite robust and make sure that the minister gets the message across that there is a need to look at these particular structures and make sure that they discharge their responsibilities as articulated and as enshrined in the university statute.
We do understand that you have made countless attempts to try and get yourself involved in the running of the university, and you say that you have not been getting the attention that you need as the Convocation. Can you please just enlighten us on that?
Yeah, look, we enlightened this and we highlighted this quite extensively in our media briefing. But what I can say now is that till thus far, there has not been an engagement with the university. And hence we're happy that the minister is here, because part of why he is here, we hope that we'll also be looking extensively at the things that we raised in the press conference. Remember, we did not just raise these things in the press conference. Subsequent to the press conference, we wrote to the minister. We wrote to the Portfolio Committee of Higher Education, and we believe that that's part of the reason why the minister is here today, to raise these issues. But the response to that must be subject of engagement and must be a product of firm discussion and robust that are going to be taking place today.
And you had alleged that, the council of the university is quite dysfunctional. You're not happy with it. And I think it's very important that we look at the highest, office-bearing body of the university at this point, and what are some of those things that you're not satisfied with. Believe that the council should be looked into and maybe investigated further?
Yeah, look, it is our firm view as Convocation that the Council of the University of Fort Hare has since become dysfunctional. It is not discharging its duties. It has relegated its fiduciary mandate. There is basically no formidable steps to make sure that in everything that happens there is accountability. But those issues will be ventilated there with the minister. They are not subject of the media. If we feel that the media must know, it will know. But if we feel that you should know, you shouldn't know. But of importance is that the council of the university must be put into a terrain that it must be able to discharge its responsibility. In its current form, we don't think that it is doing that.
And quite a very important one is the investigation by the SIU of academic fraud at the university. We do understand that the minister had mentioned last week that he believes that his office is quite, well equipped to carry the investigation of academic fraud. What are some of those most important elements of academic fraud that you believe needs to be, they give reasons for it to be in the office of the higher education minister?
Look, let's start here that we fully agree with the minister. Department of Higher Education is the only body that can speak authoritatively authoritatively on issues relating to academic matters, because this is specialized. It includes admission, it includes academic systems, it includes adherence to issues of teaching, learning, research, and community engagement. So those are the issues, in my view, that are specialized. The proclamation only deals with part of what I've told you, which is basically the awarding of the degree and whether the processes were followed. So that it may be done to the latter, but it will still not deal with the whole picture. Hence, we're saying that a specialized body must come in. And the other element is that you cannot allow the university to investigate itself. I mean, it's the university investigating its admission policy, its policies. I mean, its academic processes and all that. An independent body must be allowed to do that, so that formidable results can be seen and they can be viewed to be objective.
And one last one, the Premier of the Eastern Cape has been, we are aware. I believe that you're aware of the judgment that was handed down recently, that the SIU has been barred from investigating the matter currently. And what are your views on that? And also, the minister there seems to be quite a very big squabble between the minister and the University of Fort Hare's vice chancellor, maybe on the judgment as well as the squabbles that are going on.
Well, look, I'm not aware of the squabble, so I want us to deal with that and put it aside. Two, about the judgment, we believe that the court did what it could, and we're happy that there is a judicial pronouncement on the aspect, and we respect the decision of the court. And we know that this is part A of the application, and the court only granted the relief that was sought in terms of interdict. There is still going to be a review process which will basically go into the merits, and we want to respect that process. And I'm sure that as we're allowing the judicial process to take its course, we'll respect the outcomes as we do on this one.
All right, thank you very much. That's Advocate Andy Lemini, who is the president of the University of Fort Hare's convocation, saying there that coming to this meeting, they want to bring, they want to try and restore the confidence of the university, as well as making sure that, those who have degrees from this particular university are proud to have, to mention those degrees in rooms where they walk in. He says that they're going to be discussing issues of the functionality of the council of the university, and also the issue of the investigation of academic fraud at this particular university, as they believe that the Department of Higher Education and Training has, the ability to carry through these investigations. And now it's back to you in studio.